Hi everyone, welcome to my channel once again, and my name is Prabodh, and today we'll cover COUNTIF usage with wildcards and how to use SUMIF and SUMIFs and with the examples. So COUNTIF, the syntax wise is it takes two inputs, one is range, one is criteria, and COUNTIFs it's criteria range 1, then criteria 1, criteria range 2 and criteria 2. So SUMIF and SUMIFs uses, so SUMIF takes three argument, one is range and one is criteria, one is sum range. So SUMIF, when would you have a single condition to sum up a cell, so SUMIFs the same way if you do have a more than one criteria to sum a column. So SUMIFs takes sum range, then criteria range 1, then criteria 1 and criteria range 2 and criteria 2. So let's move on to the example part. So let me take into the worksheet. So you would have a worksheet here, and the first condition, so while using the wildcards, so the first question is count the cell from the fruit list. Fruit list nothing but this list. So count the cells from fruit list where the fruit contain apple. So how to get this? So using the wildcard. So formula is very simple, equal to start with, then COUNTIF, then a range will be that fruit names and comma, then my criteria it contains apple, then I have to use the asterisk symbol, then I have to write apple. So both and asterisk means it contains. So enter and close. So I am getting the value 3, means 3, there is a 3 cases where it contains apples in that entire range which I selected J3 to J7. So that is the first question, we got the answer. So this is the how we are using the asterisk symbol or wildcards. So basically when we are looking for it contains apple, so we are using this formula. So both the side asterisk means it contains the word apple. So that's it. Moving to the next question. Next question, count the cells from the fruit list where fruit begins with A. It begins with letter A. So how we can find the result? So same way using the COUNTIF. So I have to select the range. So range is nothing but that J3 to J7. So in this case I want the count of the cells from that list where fruit begins with letter A. So you can put the double quotation, then that letter A and asterisk symbol, then close the quotation, then close the bracket. So means it will give the begins with A. If you see the list, there is a 2 cases where that letter A starts with, one is apple, one is apples. So as soon as you press the enter, I'll get the result 2. So 2 means that is begins with A. So this is the second question we're doing here using the COUNTIF while using the wildcard. So next question, question 3, if you look at count the cell from the fruit list where fruit ends with E. So ends with, again you can apply the same function COUNTIF, and you can select the range, then comma, then quotation, then asterisk symbol and E, then end the quotation, close parenthesis, then enter. So probably in this scenario we'll get, if you look at the list, the ends with E only 1 and 2, it's apple, orange. Then other list, I think I don't have anything ending with A, so probably it will give the result also 2. So this is the scenario where you can use the asterisk symbol or wildcard using the COUNTIF. So my next question is nothing but count the cells from the number and text list which contain only text. So this is the list that is M3 to M7, I want to count only the how many text. So only pineapples is the only the that word I'm having only the text. So I have to get the result only the one in these cases. So how to accomplish this? So I'm selecting the formula COUNTIF. So selecting the range is nothing but M3 to same M7, then comma, then I need the only the text. So you have to put asterisk, means it will give you the only the text. So I'm entering, so I'm getting only one. So means pineapples is the only the text in that entire list. So that's the reason I'm getting only one. So another scenario, in the same list, if you want to derive the count of the sales from the number in text list which contains only the number. So same way I have to use same function. So I'm just copying that one. So I have to copy the same formula. So nothing but, so I'm applying here. So only change is here, only you have to do that not equal to text, means that will give you the number count, how many numbers in that entire range. So as soon as I press enter, I'll get 4. I think I would have a numbers in that entire list. So 1, 2 and another 2, 1 here. So that is the uses of the COUNTIF using the wildcard or asterisk symbol. So moving to the next question, SUMIF uses. So this is the list I do have. So date, I think that column having the date and month name and product name and city, then sales amount. So basically, so this table I need the sum of this some condition. This table I need to sum up based on certain condition. So I'm moving to the question number 1. What is the total sales amount for the product car? So I have to use your SUMIF. SUMIF, when you use whether there will be a single condition is there. So there is no multi criteria for me here. I have to search for the total sale amount for the car. So I'll write is equal to SUMIF. So probably I have to select the range. Range is nothing but criteria range. So I am looking for the amount for car. So car is at my product table. So product column, sorry. So product column, so I have to select the entire range. So C3 to C23. So this is my range, nothing but the criteria range. Then my criteria will be, I have to mention that is I'm looking for the car only. I have to either type it here manually, or you can link that to cell which I'm given. So then another sum range will be nothing but the same. So sum range will be this cell, sorry. Then closing the bracket. So enter. So you can see here I'm getting the total sale amount for the car. So 221,658. So if I'll go there, I can filter it out. You can get the same thing. So let me filter it. 1 minute. So I'm filtering for product car. So if you look at here, so this is the same amount what I am seeing there. So 221,658. So I got my result. So this is the uses of the SUMIF while at single criteria. So next condition, what is the total sale amount for car at Bangalore city? There is a different city. So I would like to know what is the total sales amount for the product car at Bangalore city. So in this case I have to use some ifs, because I do have more than one criteria here I have to go through. So here I have to use is equal to sum if. So starting with sum ifs, sorry. Then syntax is very clear. I have to consider for the sum range. Sum range is nothing but my sales amount. I would like to sum the total sales. So that's reason I have to select that range E3 to E23. Then next my criteria range will be, I'm looking for the product car, and that is for Bangalore city. So here you can go for criteria city first or product first, that does not matter. So in this case I am going for product name first. So I can selecting the product range. So C3 to 23, C23, then comma, then I am typing car. So I am typing here car, comma. Then next my second criteria is I am looking for the city Bangalore. So I have to select the city range. City range nothing but here column D, DE3 to Control Shift down arrow, then comma. Then probably I have to write the city name Bangalore. Then close the bracket. So I'm getting one amount 45,816 is the total sale amount for car product, and that belongs to the Bangalore city. So if you look at the same thing, whether our output has come correctly or not, you can check it here. Filtering the data, Alt A T, so filtering for the product car, filtering for Bangalore city. So if you get these things, this is 45,816 here. You got the same thing. So we are getting here 45,816. So our output has got correctly. So here I would like to bring one thing to you. So instead of selecting the cell reference, so probably you can define a column name. So how to define a column name? So I am deleting all this formula which I worked out now. So let it be deleted first, then we'll see. Okay, I'm deleting, then deleting. So I have to tell you one technique. So how to deal with the formulas. So sorry. So here, before writing this formula, you have to define the column name which you want to refer in your formula. So to define the name, so I do have a set of columns here. You can select this, enter field name, then enter the data, Control Shift down arrow. So probably you would have use the shortcut key Control Shift F3 in your keyboard. Control Shift F3. So you'll find a dialog box. So here you have to uncheck left column and let it be the top row. So in this scenario we are defining the column's name. So probably I have done with that. So if you look at here, all the name has been created for the each columns from the table which I selected. City, if we click here, so you can get the cities getting selected. If I'm going to selecting month, it's a month name is getting selected. I'm going to the date, it's a date is getting selected. So this is the how you can define the column name. So that is very useful while applying into the formula instead of dragging the cell reference. So now everything is clean for me. So I'm applying the same formula only. This is nothing else. So I'm writing what is the total sale amounts for the car. So I have to use the SUMIF the same way, and my range is nothing but the criteria range. I'm going for the product name. So already I've defined a name from product column. So I'm typing product directly. You can see one symbol, yellow symbol you will find in your Excel sheet. So this is the product name, nothing but. So it's automatically it will come. Then criteria is nothing but car. Either you can write the car like here, or you can refer to a sale. So this is when your criteria is dynamic. So at that time you link to a cell. That is the best practice. So comma. So then I'll moving for the sum range. Sum range nothing but my sales amount. Since I defined a column name for the sales amount, I'll simple typing sales amount. You can find it automatically, it will reflect. So press tab key, it will automatically fill, then close the parenthesis. So enter. So you'll get the result also. So previously we got the same result using the formula, but at that time we applied the cell reference in the formula. Now we have applied the name, define name range we have created, nothing but. So then same next question 2, what is the total sale amount for car at the Bangalore city? So in this scenario I am using the SUMIFs is equal to SUMIFs. So my sum range is nothing but sales amount. You can type directly instead of dragging dropping that sale range. You can see automatically it's getting highlighted here. So sales amount is my total sum range, sales total sale amount. And comma, I'm moving for criteria range. My criteria is I'm looking for the product car, so I have to select the product name here. Then instead of writing car, you can link that product. So comma, the next criteria range will be my city. So I have to select that city name. So instead of selecting that cell reference, I've already defined the column name for the city. I can type city directly. So comma, my criteria will be city name. I can write either Bangalore like that, or I can refer to that cell. I can refer to that cell. That is the same thing. Then I'm closing my bracket. Then enter. I'm getting the same result what I got earlier. So next question, probably we are going to calculate what is the total sales amount for the car product for Kolkata region for the month of March. There is a 3 criteria probably we are working about. So here I have to use that total sale amount for a car product for Kolkata region and on the month of March. So I am using again the SUMIFs. I need to use the sales amount. My sum range nothing but my criteria will be I'm looking for the product car, so product name, and I am selecting the product name car, so comma, and I'm looking for city Kolkata. So city I can type here, then I'm putting the city name Kolkata. Then I'm looking for month of March, so I can give it the month. Sorry. So you have to select the define name which I've created month, then comma, then month name. So you can close the bracket. So here we do have 3 criteria we are working about. So product name, city name, month, for which month. Pressing the enter, I'll get the output result. So it is 65,000. If you look at it, it's a 65,289 rupees. So let's filter out data to validate our output. So looking for month of March, looking for product car, and looking for Kolkata. It's already there. So if you sum it, you can say, so this is the total sum 65,289. This is the same result which we got here. So this is the benefit while using the SUMIFs, you can define a column name or define a name range, you can apply in between. So here I can refer to that Kolkata also. So I can change it to Kolkata. So probably I can link to that cell. So that is the way. So next and final question, what is the total sales between 1st January 2020 to 22nd March 2020? So how to get this? So I need the total sale amount. So I'll use the SUMIFs, the same function. So my sum range will be nothing but sales amount. Then I'm totaling that between two dates. So my dates will be, I'm looking for 1st January 2020. I can link that cell probably. So then as soon as you link that one, and you can put AND operator in that. My condition criteria is it should be greater than. So you have to put greater than equal to ampersand and G is 6. So nothing but this is greater than equal to 1st January 2020. So comma, my next criteria will be same date, and at this time I want to count less than equal to 22nd March 2020. So at that time I'll use less than equal to, and then I'll use the ampersand, then selecting that cell where it's 22nd March 2020 is mentioned. This is the criteria: SUMIF, sales amount, and criteria range. And my criteria is greater than equal to 1st January 2020, and second criteria I am giving is less than equal to March 22nd March 2020. I am closing the parenthesis, I am getting the result. So it's 188,620, means that is the total sale between 1st January 2020 to 22nd March 2020. So if you filter this data, you can get the same result. So let's filter, we'll validate our result. So I want to, after equal to 1st January 2020, and it's before or equal to 22nd March 2020.